Hi, welcome. Thank you for tuning in today and welcome to the today session. Today we're going to try to understand on a topic called how it works. And it's not that something that I would like to think about it or thought about it, but I thought, it's better to understand and things that we assume that, I know everything. So it's just to give a clarity between what you know and what you think you know. So that in that way, so that we open up our mind, and these are some of the specific examples I'm going to use, but then perhaps maybe you see a lot of things in your daily life, so you can always ask how it works. Because not that you wanted to know the higher and bigger mechanisms, like, for example, if I say how the laptop works, and probably I don't, perhaps if that was, if that's the area of your, the specialization, probably you can look at it as well. But we're going to discuss about the simple things and how it works, and then focusing on maybe if you wanted to learn, you can always refer some material to find out. But so that breaks the gap between what you think you know and what you assume that you know is something that we really need to focus. So I hope that helps for you. Perhaps those are the small ideas which can pretty much probably you also have in some of these small ideas probably comes to you time to time, and we think, oh, okay, it's a small thing that it doesn't matter, but then you never know the smallest to the smallest ideas whenever it comes to you, and then when it appears to you more than often, and I think some action you need to take. So that's the idea behind of this video. So how does the zipper works? We all use the zippers, in terms of the trousers where we have, some jackets, etc. So how does it work actually? Ask you a question, and then you see that that's actually as simple as it may sound. And when initially it came out, that was one of the good inventions, and then and every now and then, and now it's become part of it, and then we're probably not even aware, and it's just a part of that mechanism which comes. So it's a simple idea which revolutionized entire the textile industry, I would say, whenever it introduced. So how the zipper works, if you really look at it, there's not a bigger mechanism, but then knowing that we know how it works is something that is not the right thing to say, but then pretty much finding out how it works may give you some answers. Now let's take to the second example of a post-it. How many of us in our offices we have a post-its, and which has this is one of the the smallest idea somebody got some time back that revolutionized. These are the small ideas. It's just a a little bit glue at the back, and then it was able to put it up. It was one of the smallest ideas, but then again it revolutionized office supplies. So let's think about the paper clips. Now, what do you know about the paper clips? Does it just happen to be a paper clip how you are using today, or perhaps it took a little bit of that curve shape eventually when people started using it, and when did it started? And just to it's a simple idea, but whoever introduced or whoever invented the paper clip, if you look at it, if the person thinks that, oh no, it's a small idea, and then now if you look at it, if the person thinks about it, it's a small idea, it's not going to help anyone, rather than he figured out a way and then find a way, best way to get it done. And now how many entire world, and there's not even a single person don't know about the clips. There's not even a single person who don't use services like paper clips or post-its, or we're talking about the zippers and hairband. The hairband which comes, which for the female, most of the time we use it, the elastic bands. These are the small ideas which we all use and take into our system eventually, and we continue to use it. But then there is ideas, there is the inventors behind those small things, and also there are so much of efforts took place eventually, and then it become a bigger and better product where the scale up is what more and essential. And all of us use the pens. Now, have you ever seen? I would request you to go back and see the how the pen evolutionized from basically the ages ago till as we speak now. It's a long way, you know. These people used to write through the feathers and the big ink. Now imagine one refill, and then you know you can use it for pretty much. Um, you know, if you're a just writer and then you write a lot, probably you can, you know, use a simple pen for about 15 to 20 days to 30 days. But look at that point needle and then ink and then how it gets into it. It's amazing how the mechanism works, but it didn't started like and one go. You know, it took a long time to get there. But we all, if someone asks, okay, how does a pen work? We might think, okay, it works, but then we might not say how it's going to work. And then, so these are the things. I'm not saying that you know that we all should be knowing all these things, but hey, you know, it's wonderful to, you know, ask yourself, and then there are many things that you look around and see, you know, how it works makes a lot of difference. And if you figure it out, you know, sometimes it's a very funny way how it works, and sometimes, you know, you just give a thought and, you know, look back on the history and that particular thing what you're referring to. It gives you a lot of answers, and then that gets into a lot of who knows, you know, you can be creative on something, some idea which is coming in your head, which can revolutionize the many generations ahead of you. So stay well, stay blessed. Always ask, you know, something that instead of assuming that I know it, and then ask how it works. You know, when you ask how it works and then answer something, if you're not sure, you can always refer. There are a lot of material available, and also you get into a creative state of, you know, a lot of ideas might come to you, which again help many people around. So stay well, stay blessed. I hope that was a little bit of um, educational for you to understand how the things work. I'm not saying that I didn't know, or else again, you know, I'm not saying that all the things which I had mentioned, I know how it works. It's just again, you know, I figured it out and the process, you know, it's interesting to know. So I just thought I'd share that. And then there are many million things, examples we can come across on a daily basis, which if we just reflect our thoughts and who knows, the creative juices might flow right in front of your head and eventually revolutionize those same ideas for many generations to come. Stay well, stay blessed, be good to good, influence the people around you. If you like this content, do subscribe and share, and see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Bye bye.